All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Mushoku Tensei, Season 1, Episode 8.
All right.
Wonderful episode. Last episode.
Yeah, we got some more slice of life stuff. We got the dancing, we got the sword fighting incorporated into the dancing.
Both characters of Eris and Rudy learning a ton and just growing in their own different little ways.
Keeping up with Roxy through letters and learning languages.
Good stuff.
We have a weird floating orb in the sky over the city.
Right.
Does that actually have any relevance? Well,
maybe it's just another Thursday, you know?
Yeah. There's a magician somewhere doing their thing.
Right.
You know, who cares?
Yeah. But we did learn something new, concretely about Mr. Soros. And, okay, yeah, it's not too surprising given the world that they're in and, you know, how Paul and Philip turned out and everything. That probably came from somewhere. But
Yeah. And, I'm excited to see how Rudeus kind of helps, kind of provide a perspective into this family that, as of right now, there's not too many people necessarily that are hard allies outside of those that are hired by the family, like Ghislaine.
Right, yeah.
And then, you know, in some ways, Eris has a lot of potential as well, because given that she's actually really starting to respect Rudy, and potentially, I mean, she might even start, you know, end up liking him, given that they, you know, went to sleep together, or or something,
or she crawled into his bed or whatever, you know, or something like that.
We'll see. But it's lots of growing opportunities, buddy, and this is going great.
Yep.
Keep it going. But yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Whoa! Jeez.
I can
Every
get used to
episode
this.
gonna start with well-animated sword fighting practice.
Yeah.
2 years. Whoa.
So he's 10 now.
Yeah.
And it's just still
It's
there.
just still there. Bigger. Oh, interesting. And no OP music.
Not even playing over.
Oh, no, it is. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh wow,
It seemed a little ominous.
Right.
I'm like, what is this? Berserk episode 1?
Yeah. Oh no.
Secrets? Ooh.
Because his 10th birthday is coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Notus. Okay.
Right. They're all subsets. There's the Boreas family that they're a part of. Right. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, so there's some political complications here. Yeah, you have. It's been a while.
Yep.
Oh, I thought they were going to pan up to that thing in the sky again.
Ghislaine is just not able to keep the secret. That.
Oh, yes, flattery.
That changing of subject.
Yeah. Hungry work. Yes. No. Let's not.
I love it.
This is amazing. I made one of you.
Oh, damn, that's
Power
badass. I'd buy one of those.
Oh, no tail.
Yep.
Yep. Oh
I saw
my
that
god,
coming.
I saw this coming from a mile
Oh my
away.
god.
Yeah. Oh.
The muscles on those cheeks, holy shit. Coots of solid steel. Knocks on it. Oh my god. That is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Carry on. Wow, what a surprise. Oh, that's sweet.
And she's gotten a bit taller than him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's starting to hit her growth spurt. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, and the only other
2 arms.
But the only other time he got a birthday was when he was 5, and that was with close family. Like, actually having, like, other people celebrating him.
Yeah, I was worried it was just acting, but yeah. Yeah. Oh shit!
Okay.
Oh shit! Monsters have been acting up. There's a thing in the sky.
Maybe that thing is like drawing them or something.
Oh no!
No.
Yeah.
Wait,
what's
hold
going
on.
They're gonna adopt.
Oh shit! Wait.
Adopt him. Oh my god! Wait!
So that was almost like they were talking about his parents as if they
What's
died
the
or
actual
something.
surprise? Yeah. Alphonse.
Wait, is it like a kick-ass magic staff or something?
No way!
Wow, a magic item.
It has a name. Aqua.
Hell yeah!
The water heart.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
That's so sweet. Yeah, because can you imagine how grateful the family must be at over 3 years or something of him teaching their daughter, and she's doing so much better now?
Yeah. Oh, and she does like him.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Okay. Oh, had.
Where are they now?
Oh.
Shit.
Oh. You do not look happy about that.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool. So we're getting to the politics side of things here big time.
Because, yeah,
Why can you? Yeah.
Right. Shit.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Oh, my senses about Philip were 100% right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, if you'll excuse me, I will be going now. Wait.
Oh, she's here because she wants to be here.
Yeah.
I don't think she was put up to this.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Her hands aren't tied.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, I think she kind of.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So there's this thing called boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good start.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
That's essentially an arrangement for marriage. Like,
Yeah. But what's interesting about this is that this is, like, I mean, I guess Philip could get the political things that he wants from it.
right.
But... oh my god.
I mean, like from his perspective, like that's That's literally the only deal that makes sense, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, 5 years, yeah.
5 years is a long-ass time. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in 5 years, you'll be at the university.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
yeah, what's going on?
Oh, hey, maybe that ring will come in handy, actually.
Those look like kind of berserk wolves a little bit, too.
Damn.
Like Beast of Darkness kind of thing. Damn. I love Paul's longer hair, too.
This is cool that we're getting to see the others.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What's in there? Oh my god. Oh my god.
The holy article.
Oh no.
Oh, good. Cool.
All right.
Oh. I like that we're getting this omniscient perspective, though.
Yeah.
It's never been this bad.
Shit.
Oh, shit.
Weirdly enough, I'm getting the vibe that like Paul's doing better now too. That he's doing regular adventuring.
Right. He's focused, you know.
Damn.
Oh, God.
Even from all the way over here. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Who's this?
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh. Oh. Those are not human eyes, yeah.
Nope. Almost looked like the outline of scales to the side of them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, a dragon maybe recognizes one of their own?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Oh God, that's
the being from To Your Eternity, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, and ooh, this feels like a fae, like a fairy of some kind. Oh. Oh.
Wait.
What?
Really?
What the fuck? What is happening?
Wow, she's actually just some lowly demon playing make-believe.
Oh shit. There's multiple of them?
Oh, okay. Oh, this is Perugius.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
shit! Oh my god!
Oh
Holy
my
shit!
God, the world just got a lot scarier.
Uh-huh.
You got amplified by this thing. Mm-hmm. Oh no, he's gonna do a really strong spell, and then he's gonna look suspicious.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
I mean, if that's how big a regular basic spell was.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Nope.
Whoa! Whoa!
Where? Go!
Oh shit! This is bad. Alanthi the Radiant. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We didn't cause this.
My mistake. Yeah.
All right.
He's like, main story quest!
Right. Is Rudy thinking he can help? What? What? What?
What is happening?
And no ED, just
Just
holy shit.
Holy shit.
Well,
this show
this
just
was
took
an
a turn.
episode, yeah. Okay,
so many things to talk about here.
Right. What do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk immediately about the way that they just escalated everything on like multiple levels.
All right.
So
maybe narrow it down a bit more.
No, just a broad overview real quick here, and then we'll go into details.
Okay.
We've got, at the very least, a focus on the idea that because this has been 2 years, the magic that has been gathering in this sphere of sorts is getting the attention of those of world-level importance.
Yep.
Now, it's not just those that are close by that we know. It's an omniscient perspective showing characters like...
Yeah, even Roxy can see it from way in the other kingdom that she's in or whatever.
Right, but then meeting characters like Kishirika Kishirisu, Perugius, Almanfi, some totally not a dragon guy caster or whatever.
Right, but a dragon guy caster that very much seemed like it was set up of like, oh, this is the bad dude that's causing it, but it isn't because he didn't know what it was.
He didn't know what it was.
That's interesting. I like that it's something where, in addition to just the big ramifications for the world of, hey, there's this thing that's happening.
Yep.
We don't actually know who's doing it. Yeah. There's mystery in there.
There's
like,
mystery.
Okay, cool.
And the idea of a spell being cast that's so strong that it is this kind of scale.
People across very different groups and factions that might not want to have anything to do with each other
are all
taking note and like,
wait a minute.
Huh.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, a lot of mana gathering. But also the idea that the spell might have been cast over the course of 2 years.
Right.
Or the spell has lasted for 2 years and has been like channeled
and
in such a way to slowly gather all the mana necessary to then cast a bigger spell.
Sure. Yep.
Like that might be literally, we might be seeing the mechanics right now for how you cast divine level magic, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Like the top of the top is that basically you need to cast other spells to set up for the big spell that then gathers enough mana from all the surrounding environments at such a rate that you don't kill everybody.
Exactly.
Or you don't just drain all the mana and make everyone panic and go, why is there no mana? Well, this thing is gathering it all up. So crazy stuff being involved there. But also on the home front side of things, Philip suggesting a coup.
Right.
Suggesting he ties Eris to the bed.
Ties her hands up and just leaves her on the bed.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Then the idea that Eris is actually like, no, I do like you, but I'm not actually interested in any kind of sexual stuff or what have you.
Yeah, she's exploring it in the way that, you know, a young person would of like, hey, maybe we can like kiss and stuff, right? And she still cares about it a lot, so she like did her hair up and everything. Yeah.
Goes and just is like, okay, I'll just strip and just go straight to everything and just try to finger you. And it's like, no, what the fuck, dude?
So of course that's right. And it's like, okay. And then the subject was addressed of like, all right, you know, 5 years. Now, there's a way in which I really like this because the stuff from Eris's perspective, since she doesn't know that this is the situation with Rudy, right? She's basically doing a good job, I would say, of setting boundaries for herself and everything, and also since she is,
and she's initiating,
and she's also, from her perspective, the older one, even though he is like her teacher and stuff.
So she has to be responsible and
right, exactly. So she is being responsible in like, you know, in her own way, right?
But she did come here without this wasn't Philip.
Right, no. And that's,
I mean, as far as we can tell, I don't think this was Philip at all.
Right. Yep, exactly. Because again, her hands weren't tied.
Yeah.
But, you know, okay, so now we have a Rudeus basically has a specific thing that he's working with from when it comes to his grooming intentions, right? That it's like, okay, if I can wait for 5 years, then there you go. But hey, it might not be that simple because one, world things that could throw everything out of whack. But two,
he wanted to.
You weren't going to be here in 5 years.
Yeah. He wanted to go and train with Sylphie.
Yep.
And then go and learn magic.
Right.
That might not actually happen now, depending on how crazy things get with the world. And that's still a problem on multiple levels. Heading back to the bit that Rudy is essentially still trying to groom Eris.
Yep.
For this point here. And in a lot of ways, it's something where you can look at it and go, well, he's changing, and it's like, yes, he's changing, but he's doing little things to try and play her route, I would say. That's basically the way he's doing this, is he thinks that this is a visual novel, where once he basically hits that pass in the game point, he's like, oh, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, and then he just throws everything off and starts going, and it's like, no, you need to learn how to interact with people.
Yep.
You need to learn how to actually treat people with respect here.
And it's one of those things where like, it's interesting because of course the scene's uncomfortable, right? But it's one of those things where showing character growth for a character that is as messed up as Rudy, right? That means that you need to have then things that are less messed up than, say, like him physically just forcing himself on her, right?
Yeah.
But still messed up. But it's showing that he's growing. But at the same time, it's something where then the audience is needing to see uncomfortable things get brought up,
progressively things,
right?
Yeah, and that's worrisome, because on some level we don't know really whether or not he's going to get better. We just can see that there has been a lot of progress made thus far.
Yep.
So it's like, well, we hope he does.
Yeah.
But as of right now, no,
right.
he's progressing, but it's in a way that is giving him still what he wants ultimately.
Yeah, and the other like potential, like not issue, but like, I'm struggling with coming up with a better word for it. But given that he's in a world where the shall we say, the standards that they have for sexual interaction between between people, all kinds of fucked up, and he is even able to realize that.
Yeah.
It won't necessarily be something where he is enforced to grow to the level where that is a good place to be at before he can effectively get what he wants. The 5 years, right?
Yeah.
That is a very good fence line step in the right direction that is concrete, right?
Right.
But it's still a problem, right? We can't exactly be excited for, those 5 years to be over.
It's the idea of like, well, when you have a character that is not really liked for certain things there, and so you introduce other characters that are even less likable in those specific areas, that doesn't make the other character inherently more likable. It can, but what it more does is it makes them it makes it easier to understand why they're there, because in this world, basically almost all the characters that are in power are predatory. And the thing is that Philip gave off those vibes before he even showed his full true colors. He showed parts of it, and now here we realize that no.
Right, we more understand why.
Yeah, like, this is entirely a political thing where there is a family that is in charge of the Grey Rat clan, and they would like to upstage them.
Right.
In some ways, what's really kind of freaky about this is that Paul, the Notos member of the family that isn't the head of the household, because he's not like the leader of the Notos.
Right.
If anything,
he
probably
distanced himself from the whole nobility thing. He
went
and lived on a farm. Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, he's probably the one that saw the shitty things that places were going. And while he has the patterns and problems of those characters, he knew
enough to distance himself from it.
Yeah. And probably the best thing that ever happened to him was Zenith.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And Zenith and him having this awkward but family situation that they're working things through, which is actually really impressive, because they're still in the exact same situation they were at before, sans, new monsters, coming into things here. But that shows on some level a level of maturity and adulthood, even though they're just in their 20s or what have you.
Just because Paul isn't needing to deal with those direct problems at the moment, right, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's like changed on some fundamental way.
But it shows that he's willing to adapt.
Right, he's willing to adapt. Things seem to be going pretty well with their family right now, all things considered.
Yeah.
And the adventuring life where things get a lot simpler seems to be doing him a lot better than what the nobility lifestyle seemed to do for his family.
Right.
And that's probably why he left and became an adventurer, right? Because he did hate his dad.
In some ways, I'm really excited for the point in which Rudy is forced into the adventuring lifestyle as he goes around the world solving problems with a merry band of adventurers himself.
Yep.
And probably what we're getting here is the prologue of having even more so the party built up slowly but surely. Like, Ghislaine doesn't have to be a member of that party. In some ways, she might be too powerful for a party of that.
She very much feels
kind of
like the mentor archetype that is the safety net that at some point could be taken away. And that might have just happened this episode.
It could be ripped away from her because the idea that she dropped the name, like her full name, and who taught her.
She went into diplomacy mode.
Yeah, she went into diplomacy mode, and she's the I have an intelligence of 6, I know what I'm doing barbarian, which I love because in a lot of ways, it's not that she's stupid at all.
Nope.
It's actually just that she has specific areas that she never honed her skills in.
Because she didn't need to.
But when she did, she actually has gained a lot of skills in that area. And now, when we get to see her doing what she does best, she held off against a fucking mage. Like someone
whatever
really
the hell this guy is.
Whatever the hell
like
he was.
He's one of the 12 people that serves
like a
the
paladin,
dragon.
like a high-level paladin.
Yeah,
like a dex paladin. Like what the fuck is a dex paladin doing here showing up casting like sacred lightning spells or what have you?
Yeah, the lightning straight up made me feel like all of a sudden it's like, oh, hi, Gwyn. Like, what are you doing here? Are we gonna start hearing pling, pling, plin, plin, plon all of a sudden? You know, like what's going on? But at the same time, for all of the hype action and everything and crazy circumstances that this episode had, it still had the great slice of life stuff. I loved the whole birthday party thing.
Yeah.
They got him a staff because of course they did. That's great. You know, it's like, yes, the fact that and also I gotta say, I want to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
As far as having entertaining fan service scenes in this show, yes, that was fantastic. The fact that Ghislaine is there and he's like, wait, she's going to keep me here.
I knew he was going to do something like that.
Oh yeah, he was totally going to do something like that. And the way it went was so wonderful. Like, because no, it's not something of her being like blushing and being like, well, I suppose I have to keep you here. Yeah. She's just like, oh yeah, drops trowel right there. And the fact that her ass was so comically muscular. God, I loved it. That was great. Wonderful. He actually like knocked on it and it was solid, you know, like, because of course, right?
She's not even flexing. Yeah. She's just bending over.
Yeah,
like, that's literally just the minor bit of contraction. And it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like he's not even thinking about like horniness or anything.
Oh, no,
right
he
now.
is. He absolutely is. Yeah.
Well,
it is a butt.
No, right. But I like to think that it's all like there was the horniness, and then on top of that, like an anvil dropped on top of that is just raw impressed. You know, just like, whoa, you know. Damn. Right. Like, I almost forgot what I was thinking about.
Sweeney swag swooning, no one's ready for this booty.
Right.
like, oh my god. But also, it's another side of things in that, well, you can have a character like Ghislaine who's just barely keeping it all, you know, contained in terms of her voluptuous, massive, incredible body. Yeah, the fan service part of that is not at all something, you know, weird or what have you. It's just like, oh yeah.
And hey, when you have someone who is not strong physically, but like strong in the dynamic of what's going on and the confidence where it's like, no, she knows exactly what's going on. Maybe not that Rudy is specifically like pressing his advantage, although maybe she does, you know?
I don't think she really cares.
Yeah, but she doesn't really care, right? But it's like, okay, that's cool. It doesn't have to feel weird or anything like that because it's like, yeah, no, she's just like, all right, yeah, take a look at my tail.
And also, to be fair, she's gotten to know him for 3 years. Like it's been that long. So she's like, yeah, you little dumbass kid. Yeah, you want to see what my chiseled, huh? You want to see what my chiseled, glutes look like?
She's like, I work very hard on this, like in order to make sure that I'm in peak condition all the time.
How do you think I run on all fours like that?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Like these haunches have got like
these thunder thighs can
I literally
crush stone
the earth with these things. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was amazing. But also the development of Eris being someone who is taking charge, leaning away more from her reactionary violent tendencies as well, even though in the case where she was reactionary and violent, it was very much warranted.
Right, and she still uses that. And
because it was actually a point where Rudy kind of stepped over a serious line.
Yep.
And she's like, no, 1, 2, 3 combo, bam, bam. And it's not funny.
Right. It's like, good job.
It's mandatory. It's like, good job, Eris. Yeah, exactly.
Right. And
there is a power dynamic at play here that she's not aware of.
Yep.
But she can feel it. She can very much tell when it's the, hey, whoa, what the fuck, dude?
Yep. And I gotta say, I really loved, even though, from a story perspective, it's not like there's probably going to be something where all of a sudden, because Rudy like does this, then all of a sudden Eris is like, I'm actually never going to talk to you again. So the thing of it's, okay, because it's this day, I'm going to forgive you this one time. Sure, right?
That also might be a little bit of the tsundere thing where she's actually like, no. I like you, but
I'm not going to let this slide.
This made me uncomfortable.
Right.
So rather than storm off and have that be the last thing, you say there, I'm going to come back a little bit because I'm
basically
12, basically, and I want to kind of smooth things over. But what she's doing slightly is reinforcing a little bit of the
that
idea
boundary.
No.
Go for it.
I would say she's reinforcing a little bit of the idea that the boundary is there, but subconsciously, Rudy might also pick up on the idea that it's like, oh, okay. So I'm kind of in. Like, I'm kind of in
right.
already.
She said the whole 5-year thing. Right. Yeah.
Right. But I think if Eris was older and more mature, she would have brought this up the next day.
Sure. Yeah. That probably would have been a good idea.
He doesn't necessarily deserve to have that conversation immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit more of the idea that Eris likes him and she doesn't want to hurt his feelings.
Right. And she's 12, so so she's not gonna,
and
she'll be figuring things out and stuff, right?
But she's thinking of primarily more so than the complications or implications of what was happening.
But I liked that there was something where it was stated, even if it might have been more of a facade being put forward.
Yeah.
That basically this action that you took here had consequences and can't be resolved just with I beat you up and make it so that the event stops, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's something that can really bother me sometimes when it's like, something that shouldn't be acceptable behavior is introduced, but then, but it's fine because they Baka punched them, and then it's like it never happened. It's like, well, no, hold on a sec, especially if that's something that ends up being a pattern, there needs to come a point where it's the, no, you fucked up, and that doesn't just go away, right?
Right.
She's cutting him an exception here because, well, it's his birthday, and and she's 12, so she doesn't know exactly how to maybe in the best way,
even what was going on.
Right, exactly. But it's a way to show that the characters are aware of this, and it's showing to the audience that those boundaries are something that are very much being handled, even if it's not necessarily handled in the way that maybe everyone would prefer or feel most comfortable with.
Right, because we have Rudy intending to do that.
Right.
And So that's our main character, y'all.
Right.
As our main character.
Oh yeah.
I'm really glad in a lot of ways that all the ways in which he can really fuck it all up are actually just kept at boundary for him. Like Roxy is elsewhere dealing with her own shit.
Sylphie
is back at home. Yeah. And Eris has laid down the law.
There is not going to be any of that in 5 years. Now, granted, don't want that to happen at all in general, but from my perspective, not that Eris would think about this or anything, but since Rudy has already grown so much in the amount of time that he has been here at this house.
Another 5 years
could be fantastic.
Yeah.
That could be wonderful.
And one of the things that I've actually really thought about, like I've been thinking about, and this level of magic basically tells me, it's on the table. And this is something that I think a lot of people could really like or dislike. What if Rudy gets so strong with magic that he removes his memories of the previous life?
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
I was just thinking about things and where we could actually really give him a second chance in the truest sense.
And if he was the one who decided to do
insane level magic.
Insane level magic, but also he would need to be the one who's choosing to do it, and that would be not just talking about like the whole situation with the other characters in the show,
right?
But like his own capability to navigate this world is vastly benefited from the memory that he has of his previous world.
So I don't think he would necessarily do that. But
that would be a very interesting way to circumnavigate the whole situation here, because from Eris's perspective, okay, yeah, you need to draw boundaries with this kid, but you know, this could turn into a very sweet relationship.
It could actually turn into a really sweet relationship.
You know,
in the fact that, well, Eris then would be an adult.
Right,
so
exactly.
It's a thing where basically for all intensive purposes, she would actually have all the autonomy necessarily to make a decision here, that even if she knew and found out that basically, oh, okay, there's some kind of extra knowledge that he has here, she could make a decision with that in mind. But that's the thing, is that Rudy is operating from that position there that makes this all very, very awkward and uncomfortable. Yep. It's not about their size or their bodies or what have you. It's just the idea that, okay, he's doing this in a predatory way.
And that's why, like, say with Roxy, for instance, if it ends up being something where they end up reuniting, like, you know, like years later, right?
I think it's going to happen.
I think that's totally
going to happen sometime. I would say either like right after he becomes an adult at 15 or what have you, or whenever he ends up getting forced out of this situation.
I think that's absolutely going to be a thing. Also, the joke of Lilia sending as a 10th birthday present, like the holy relic.
Holy relic is on its way.
That was really funny.
That's why all the mana is gathering.
Oh my god.
The holy relic has arrived.
But the reason why I think the Roxy situation could end up being different is because, well, yes, he did know her back when she was younger and all of that stuff, right? If it's something where she is able to develop separate from him and he is not able to actively potentially influence the way that she thinks about him, right?
Are you talking about Roxy or Sylphie?
Roxy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then if it's something where, like, it's even more so from Roxy's perspective of if she ends up running into him again later and they end up having a thing go, you know, or something like that, right? Again, he's still mentally, 48 or whatever, so that's a problem, right? But from her perspective, then it's like, okay, cool. I would be able to trust that she has come to that conclusion on her own and not because Rudy is grooming her, right? Like,
again, Roxy?
Yeah.
I don't get the vibe that was the case with Roxy.
That she actually would like him or anything?
Yeah. If anything, Roxy feels like the one that's more like the mature older sister kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Where if anything, I think more that was a vibe with Sylphie. Like Sylphie was the one that was basically getting that that kind of like, ooh, yes, Rudeus-sama.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that was of all of the dynamics, like from the standpoint of the power dynamic of the relationship, that was the one that made me the most uncomfortable for sure.
Right. If anything, I feel like the Eris one is moving in a very good direction
because she's really learning how to be her own person. Yeah.
And in some ways, it's better that she's older than him, but also in another way, I kind of like that the tsundere aspects are also being slowly lessened as she grows up to showcase that she is actually maturing on that front as well, because that was the original reason why Rudy was called in here in the first place, which I've been saving this for a while, but it brings up the other side of things, which is that both parents are actually on board with the idea of Eris and Rudy getting together. And the mother was like championing it to the point where people were like, yeah, calm down, like stop. You know? And that's its own like, oh, okay.
And that did feel like a bit of an about face, but at the same time I feel like I kind of get it, because the reason she didn't like Rudy was, talked about in this episode, right? Her own children, her sons were taken away from her, right? So naturally she's not going to be very happy about that. And then suddenly Paul's kid gets to stay here, right? And, I can't imagine she likes Paul very much anyways.
So it might also just be a thing of where it's like most anybody in the family maybe she doesn't like.
Sure.
Because on some level, she's not...
Because they're part of the organization that takes her kids away from her,
Right. But think about it this way. We know then that she wasn't originally a Grey Rat.
Oh, right.
So she's come into this family.
Yeah, that's a good point.
probably realizes it's super fucked up.
Right.
Then, in addition to that, has her boys taken away from her, and then has to deal with the fact that her daughter is getting raised in an environment that is perpetuating this kind of fucked up behavior. And then this guy that comes in here, this little kid, ends up actually setting her daughter on a better path. She's like, holy shit, I love this boy.
Right, of course.
He's my Rudeus.
Right, like that is, like, regardless of the whole thing of, like, the fact that they're, like, actually, like, distantly related or whatever, you know, or all that. Like, the idea of a parent being like, my rowdy child found basically a friend that is of the opposite gender and potentially, like, marriage material and stuff, but, like, they're actually helping them develop when they were such a problem child. They would absolutely be like, yes, I ship it, please. Like, become sweethearts, you know. Like, yeah.
I kind of liked that was the comedy this episode, primarily, outside of the butt, was the fact that the grandpa and the mother both got dragged out in the same way. But the context as to what they were saying was, we want to support Rudy in bring him in more into this family, to the point that we would potentially be declaring war on the head of the household, staging a coup and killing people there. I'm like, okay,
hold on.
You're all a little messed up, like on multiple levels here. So
right, and then so that we can also have Rudy set up as the puppet leader that we then control.
Right, exactly. And then also he'd be a strong enough mage, probably, that they would have
that would
they would have other kinds of power. In
that certainly wouldn't hurt, right? You know?
Right. Yeah. And then also by extension, they would probably get an in with Paul and Zenith to be on their side when they're probably not great fans necessarily of the family power structure in general. So they'd be like, hey, you great, you know, wonderful retired, so like goated adventurers, you can come in and be like, oh, you're up with this, right? Because your kid, you know, would be the head, so then you would move in and you could come back into the fold.
Medieval politics.
Oh
man, I love that the show goes into this so much because it's so fucked up. And this is all within one family.
Yeah.
Like, eat your heart out, Lannisters. Like,
eat your heart out, Lannisters is the idea of like, yes, this is what it would be like in the medieval times. Children getting paraded around.
Oh, you're 10 years old?
Essentially
all right, cool.
pimped out to other people.
And I love that the show doesn't like shy away from like the adults knowing exactly what they're doing. The fact that Philip actually said about his own daughter, I will leave her basically hog-tied in your room. It's like, what?
Yeah.
And so, Rudy,
get out.
Get
out. Just get out. Go become an adventurer. I mean, in some ways, the kidnapping might have been a foreshadowing hint of the idea that, like, this is a dangerous situation for both of you. You should get out of here and just become adventurers.
Right. Because
learn
then
about, basic economics and figure out, like, wait a minute, if we combine our skills, yours with swordplay and a little bit of magic as you learn it, and then mine with magic and basically no swordplay.
Right. We could
do something with this here.
And then the enemies and the bad stuff out there is stuff that's a lot more easily and directly faced and fought, rather than, oh shit, this family is fucked.
Yeah,
you know?
Because something is casting high-level magic to summon potentially the demon god.
Yep. Okay.
Right.
All right. Let's do this. Let's go.
Let's go.
Like, as far as, like, with the way Rudy has been built up so far to be, like, really powerful with magic, I love that as all of this stuff is brought in and what is at stake here, I really feel like even if Rudy ends up being like, maybe I can help, he would be...
Sure.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like he would...
Did you see what happened when just the hand of Perugius, Almanfi the Radiant.
Yeah.
So some kind of Dex Paladin motherfucker comes in on a bolt of lightning. You can't even see their fight, Rudy.
And Perugius was one of 3 heroes that defeated the demon god. Right. So the one of the 12, it's one of the 3, and then you...
we got our power scaling here, y'all.
Yep, you bet we do.
And all of that doesn't matter because one spell or one summoning magic of sorts, ritual or what have you, has made all these other people freak out. and we're in episode 8.
Right, and I get the feeling that spell that they got
8.
hit with is something that's going to like transport them to another dimension or something like that. Like because I feel like at first I was like, oh shit, maybe Ghislaine is just dead, you know. But then I was like, oh wait, no, that's not what it is. Because it hits everybody, and if anyone were to survive, it would be Ghislaine, you know. So if, you know, right? So,
that means
they're going to be fine, right?
Right.
But what is going to be the effect of it?
Yeah, what's the effect?
You know, like.
Yeah, if anything, what I'm guessing is we're heading into Berserk territory where
or going extraplanar or something.
Well, no. I think what it is something about the land was just altered.
Gotcha.
And it's the idea that now monsters are going to be more rampant. This is stage 1 of a larger ritual.
Sure.
Like, this is a spell, yes, but the demon god's not going to get summoned from this. It's that this now section of the land maybe has been hit by this thing,
right?
And it's cursed or something.
Yeah, like if
they're going to start another one in another area, and it's going to form a pentagram, and then it's going to form an alchemist brotherhood. Right. And this is the first stage of it, and it's strong enough as a spell that none of the heroes or the people that were even shown here are capable of stopping it. They're just now on the know that this is something that someone is doing.
Yep.
And even this great emperor of the demon world tried to divine with their magical abilities whose mana it is, and was incapable of doing that.
Right.
But thought that they could.
Yeah.
Thought actually I could trace back whose mana is this? Oh, they're being shy. I don't know whose it is.
Right.
That's curious.
At the same time, though, I'm not sure how seriously we're supposed to take that character.
Right. Because they were
we're self-proclaimed, great emperor or whatever.
Emperor of the demon
but then
world.
they were like, they coughed on dust and tripped or something.
And they also said, "Come follow me," and there was no one behind them.
So yeah, that makes me feel like they're a chuny in this world of magic and
and maybe they're strong, but it's still there's no emperor magic.
Right.
So
it's
why would you?
Yeah, it's like War of the Seven Kingdoms. It's like you've got a bunch of demons that are just like, yeah, I'm the top demon. Yeah. And it's like, no, you're not.
Dude, the demons are called Spurds. Like that's about the most derogatory name I could think of for a demon. It's basically one letter away from Spurg, you know?
Oh. I was going to say sperm, but okay.
Oh.
Two types of people in the world, I guess.
Two types of people. Yeah.
But
Twitch Frog and you.
Anyways, this was an awesome episode. So much to enjoy about it. And okay.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
The escalation has happened, and now let's see the consequences and the direction this is going to go. So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.